$20,000 and the right mindset, here's a realistic idea of what you could achieve within a year. I want to use two examples of students who I worked with in the past, just because they're in a similar situation where they had and started with about 20K, and they're super motivated to start this business. And so the first person I want to show you is Connor, who got to $16,000 in his first month on Amazon. Now, of course, this is sales, but he started with a similar budget of 20K. And then we have Caleb, which this was actually a year after working with us. This was his second product. He did $3,000 in his first 2 days. And he might be a better example to use because we started with him when he started with, again, I think about 20K. And then he launched his second product about a year later and was at a point where he was, around 40K-ish a month. And so I would say it's not unrealistic to be at a point where you're doing, say, 30 to 40K plus in a year with about a 25 to 30% margin. So let's say you're doing 40K a month in a year with a 25% margin. That's $10,000 net profit monthly. I would say that is a realistic scenario in a year if you can stick with it. As you mentioned, having the right mindset of actually continuing on, launching more products. And because you have a strong budget, it allows you to go after higher ticket items, better net profit. You can be more aggressive with advertising. So you have these benefits as well. And I might even consider looking at getting something made in the US so you don't even have to deal with things like tariffs if and when they come up. Now, I'm not saying to everyone, don't get things made in China, because again, I'm telling most people start making progress now as tariffs are not going to last. I'm confident these are negotiation tactics. They can't put up with this both for too much longer. But if you're someone who has a little bit more money and you have the opportunity to maybe get something made in the US, being that it's more expensive, it might be worth it to do that. And you have that more premium angle as well. So based on scenarios I've seen with people with the right mindset who learn everything first and invest, a decent amount of capital, 30, 40K per month in a year from now is not unrealistic, if not more. If you want to learn more, give me a follow. Check out the link in bio too, free training. Also can speak with me about one-to-one mentoring.